Spoiler alert, if you guys do not want to watch any spoilers, do not go any further. But if you guys want to brace yourself, because I'm trying to save you some money, please stick around. Hello everyone, so I'm coming at you with a new movie review, and if you guys see from the background, you know what movie we're going to be talking about today. On The Woman in the Yard. Now, I've been anxiously wanting to see this film ever since when it came up on my TikTok, probably about almost a month or so ago. And I know it's the last couple of weeks. They have been pushing the movie all through social media. They have been pulling it on TV. I saw it on my work television a couple times, and I heard it once or twice on the radio, which is odd because I rarely don't hear movie trailers on the radio. I guess because I'm mostly on social media and all. So this was the week that me and my mother had planned to go see this movie. I was telling her about it. She'll go to any movie that I go to, even though, sometimes she can get a little jumpy and her eyes will buck out. We get to our local theater, and I noticed for some strange reason the movie theater was not packed. It was empty. Like, it was so empty that it reminded me, like, during the pandemic when everybody would be shut up in their houses and shit. And it was odd because it's like, yo, it's a Saturday. Everybody should, go out and kick it. But there was no one in the movie theater, so that's odd. And I was thinking that since they were like pushing this movie so hard, we were thinking that it was going to be a whole bunch of tickets. We were thinking that the tickets were going to be sold out and shit. My mom wanted to reserve them, but they were like mad expensive. So I was like, we'll just pay up front, and hopefully that we don't miss out to see the movie, because I was really looking forward to see the movie today. But I realize now that those little things, it wasn't worth it. It ain't worth it. It wasn't worth stressing out. So the movie starts with the character Ramona, played by Danielle Deadwyler, and she is living in this lonesome farmhouse, and it starts off with her having a leg injury. Other than the reason for her leg injury was because she was involved in an accident with her husband, played by Russell Hornsby. So one day, she's, trying to do errands around the house, and then all of a sudden, a lady appears in all black, is sitting. Now, I would tell you guys this, and now when they named this movie The Woman in the Yard, in the movie, the woman wasn't in the yard at first. The woman was across the street. Like, she was sitting in between their yard, and she was right in front of their farmhouse. So she wasn't really like in the yard. So I remember when this movie came out and I was telling my mom about it, my mom had made a mistake by saying, let's go see the woman that's sitting across the street. But I'm looking like, okay, you guys call this movie The Woman in the Yard, but she was literally on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the street, you know how you go in the farmhouse and then there goes their driveway? Your driveway and the yard are two different things. So we're trying to figure out, like, why is this woman? Like, who is this woman? Where did she come from? And then as we noticed that when it got dark, she just kept getting closer and closer and closer. Until somehow or another, she manages to get out of the chair. And keep in mind, she's sitting like this. If you give her like a minute, like how long she was sitting there, she was probably sitting there like a total of 5 hours. Like, she was literally sitting there waiting to get dark for her to tear their ass up. So she was just, like throwing some shit and, and you know, she grabbed the baby girl's legs. You know, there was a little bit of screaming. I would say it's only a little bit of jump scares in this movie. It wasn't intense like you will see in Insidious or Smile. It was just like a jump scare too, so that was one thing. And then another thing, there was something that was going on like within this movie. I'm going to show you guys a little clip of what my mom thought about it. Mess.
Mama, what kind of mess is that a black person plate? Let me find out she in my yard here. Let me see. Tell her come in. Let me tell you something. I bet I won't be scared. Yeah, motherfucker.
What you think of it?
What is that to be in your yard?
Actually, she wasn't not.
Throw some Clorox for everything you see. Okay. This is local every time you hear something. But that wasn't nothing. And he talking about, what is the name of the flowers? Well, she said it was reapers. What is the name? What you said the flowers were? The house is finished. We got a barnyard full of chickens. And everything is full. I swear, what kind of shit.
Alright, so I just want to show you guys. See,
Yes,
it's so empty up in this
leg
house.
in the yard.
They left so fast. Because you guys be the judge of it. Well, you got anything else you need to say? Because you literally did the movie review.
I'm with that picture. I'm done with that. As long as she ain't getting in my yard.
How would you rate it, Ma?
0.
Come on, you gotta give it some kind of rating.
2.
Okay, so we're gonna take it to my mom's words. We're gonna give it a 2. All right, so you guys heard my mom's response on after we saw the movie, and I just want to clarify before I shut this video off. So I was looking at the comments from other viewers that said that, you know, the movie sucked. They didn't quite understand it. I had screenshot a comment from a person that claims that they did not understand. But from what I got was this. So the character Ramona, the purpose of this woman here is because due to the fact that Ramona was guilty over her husband's death, so she created a persona, which is this woman here. And I noticed that throughout the movie, she was giving me an indication, the woman in the yard was giving me an indication that she was her own Grim Reaper. She felt like she needed to take her life, and however, that was not the case because the main thing she was thinking about is her children. So once she was able to overcome this thought of being suicidal, she was able to get rid of all of the dark stuff, and they were able to make it another day. Hopefully go on with their life. So that's basically what I got. It's a short story saying a person who is fighting with their own demon. So, in my opinion, my mom said what she said. I agree with her. The movie is not all that scary. It shows a little bit of sadness, a little bit of depression. You just have to really think hard to really understand. I would say that what you guys need to do is go at your own risk if you want to see this movie. But to be honest, I wouldn't waste any money for it. This is another one of those cases where this movie is considered you need to wait until you could either rent it on your TV or wait until it comes across, you know, like HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, whatever the hell. Don't waste your time unless you really ain't got shit to do and you wanted to see a movie. But other than that, I can say it's not all the way bad. I just wish that it wasn't pushed that much, and I stressed this out in the last movie review about how lazy these film workers are just to come up with a movie, slap it together, and try to sell us the BS by making it really scary when even though it wasn't. So, alright you guys, so that concludes my movie review on The Woman in the Yard. It's out now. Go get your tickets if you want to, but I just told you guys my thoughts and opinions. Until next time.